No conflict resolution. No conflict resolution. The way that we kill each other, let me say this. I wish they would stop cloning Tyrone and Keisha Jones. The way that we kill each other, you would think it's just, as I said before, Black Klansmen in Blackistan over some sauce? Sauce! I think it might be more to the story. This is just my opinion. I wonder, I understand they're friends. Were they, I don't know if they were girlfriends. Was there some kind of jealousy? A difference over sauce and a life has been lost. Over some darn sauce. Black lives matter. Black lives don't matter to black people. Black life is cheap. Based on how we treat each other and kill each other, it's nothing. You wonder why the children act the way they do. The ones before them. Over some sauce. You got bigger things to worry about. Your educational, your reading level, your future. Because to be honest with you, it's looking really bleak. All this, it's going to be all right. No, it's not. Out of everything that's going on, we have a young life lost over some darn sauce. I, how much they charge you for extra sauce? A nickel? 15 cents? That's that anger. You wonder why I keep telling black women not to breed. At least because I know some of you are bent on being a baby mama. And you want children. And sometimes I see some women where they go it alone because the men are not going to help anyway. And sometimes they can bring more drama than what's needed. Sometimes, believe it or not, the reason some of these kids are alive because the father, I hate to tell you, sometimes the reason the kid make it this far or the kids are still alive, they are able to, grow up and get grown is because the father stayed gone. So I get it. I've seen that person. I'm like, wow, no wonder she don't want him on child support. No wonder she don't want him around. He's irrational. He just brings trouble. I see. I get it. Search for the face it alone. No conflict resolution. I wonder if it's something more personal going on, which still does not validate this. It doesn't negate the fact that we've lost a life. No conflict resolution at all. So angry. Why are you so angry? The seed of poverty is so angry. Teens. I saw something a while ago. Someone showed me, and I think it was Neely Fuller about us not being around each other, which is sad. And if this is how it's going to be, I guess not. If we're going to kill each other and just become so angry and take each other out, we're basically doing the work of the Klan. They would be so proud. I tell you, the Klan from back in the day, and they're still here, they would be so proud of Blackistan. But, I mean, seriously, they got you to hate you and then murk you. This is what we do. Over some sauce. Why is that person so angry? How could it escalate over that? You can't just walk away or agree to disagree, just let some things be. We can't do that. How are we raising the children? Nobody can stand down. Everybody got to be tough. But you notice it's only on each other. Get them into those other environments among other people. You don't see that. Good example. And I'm not, of course, promoting any violence toward their way. Look at all the fights that you see in the nail salons. This is a good example. Fighting and boxing up. Not that I want it to happen. This don't get me wrong. And it's over money or some nails. Or when they call the police on you for whatever reason. All the fights that you see, nobody gets murked. Let's think about it. Again, for a dust setter, they want to be, well, you want them folks to get murked. No, sit your dusty behind down, man. I'm not talking about that. That's not what I'm saying. Look at all the ones shot with their hands up, no gun. Nobody gets murked. We've seen fights in nail salons where they're basically, man, those little folks, ling ling is on you, punching, got them booms on your butt and everything. Nobody gets murked, which is a good thing. But then, look how we come together amongst each other over some sauce. He stepped on my shoe. A black man standing in line. He grabs a 6-pack of beer. He didn't put the darn beer in the freezer. He just bought, as a customer, goes in the store, the gas station, and grabs a 6-pack of beer. Whoever put, maybe the manufacturer or whoever loaded the beer inside the store is responsible. He didn't make the carton. He just grabbed it as a customer, waiting in line. The carton that was holding the beer, something came loose and a beer fell out on another black man's shoe. Other black man killed him. And now we have young girls over some sauce. If you don't see anything wrong with the community, you might need a psych consult. The world is watching. The ignorance and self-hatred is on display. The world is watching. The ignorance and self-hatred is on display. And you wonder why. Over some sauce. No, I think it's something else going on. I think it's something else going on. It could be some jealousy. It could be some hatred. What are we teaching our children? It's like a movie I saw, never forget, And I remember this black man, my dad's friend was an attorney. I remember this black man, he made the most idiotic statement, never forget, downtown in court, out loud. My daddy taught me, you don't ever let no in, said the actual word. I mean, only downtown in the courthouse, by the way, It's criminal court, by the way, so it's people there. You don't never let no in get up on you. Huh. You always, go after that pop, pop, pop. Really? Uh-huh. So I guess we're teaching our children to hate each other. They got that part down. Hate each other. This is what we do. No conflict resolution. What's so important about that darn sauce at McDonald's? They don't give a darn about you. Kill each other over some sauce. But Black Lives Matter. Do they really? That's what we're trying to sell it, It's only, so the way I see it, that's only for when a white cop shoots a black person, and preferably, of course, a black male, Black Lives Matter. But leave us trying divisive, we'll just kill and devour each other. Foolish enough to sit up here and complain about the Klan, but you do the same work in Blackistan. You have to be a fool. This group needs a reset. It really needs an intervention. Just breeding children in a cult of destruction. They hate you and you hate you. Your future is bleak. What are you going to do? As times get more challenging economically, tensions are going to fly. This group, I'm telling you, your AI is already here. Your replacement is here. You think it's tough now. Stick around. Or you're going to really see what's going down. So tension. So if you don't have conflict resolution now, where you maybe have a little bit of, put your hand on a few assets, resources, what's going to happen when you have more poverty? The future for the group as a collective, I'm not going to lie to you, it's not good. Have you heard what The Rock and I believe The Rock and Oprah Winfrey are doing something to help the people in Hawaii? And I believe they'll be getting some kind of check or something. I have to go back and rewind it. Separate video. I saw that this morning on Worldwide Exchange. I thought about it. Oprah, and I could be wrong. I know she helped educate 400 black men. I'm like, what is she doing for black women? Maybe a few she's helped, I'm assuming. What has she done for black women? And then I thought about it. Make an announcement like that. I hate to say it. Make an announcement like that in the BC. Oh, they're going to do this here. I hate to say this. They're going to do this here for black women, single mothers, homelessness, da 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 da. And she's correct when she said about Chicago, it's too far gone. But I thought about it. Make that announcement about maybe handing out some kind of stimulus or something. And the sad thing to say, somebody will end up dead today. That's what's sad. Make an announcement right now and say, hey, you know what? I'm a gazillionaire. What I'm going to do, me personally, example. I'm going to go ahead and find 10,000 black women. And I'm going to go ahead and give each 10,000 those black women, I'm going to give each of them a check for, let's say, $4,000 or $5,000 to help them. Who's struggling? This state, that state, whatever, we might try to go nationwide, just an example. What do you think would happen? And put on television and we can show the ladies getting the check. Hey, you get 5,000, you get 5,000, you get 5,000. You're homeless, you get an apartment, you get an apartment. What do you think would happen? Hate to say it. Wait. It'll be a matter of time before the good story gets out. Simply said, trying to help the sisters out and help women for the good story gets out. You would then have a bad story because then you would see, and here we are on 11 Alive, and Simply Said passed out some checks to some women who are single mothers struggling to make ends meet. They all received $5,000. As you can see, one single mother is not here anymore as her baby daddy showed up, and he held her up at gunpoint, terrorized the children, forced her to cash the check and took the funds and ran off. He then shot the mother in front of the children. They are now orphans, and he's on the run. All over $5,000. And it's sad to say, if you don't help us, guess what? That may be the only way to save a life. Because if you do, and it's financial, we know what's going to go on. We've had Dusty shoot women over a lousy $600 a month child support check. We've had Dusty shooting women over a family over a lousy stimulus check. I thought about that. I thought, what has Oprah done for black women? And then I thought about it. Well, it could be a good story, but it would be followed by bad. That's the reality. That's how I see it. Then it'll be a stain on her name. Not to negate that effect that I wish she would do something to make, and she may have some kind of, she's done a whole lot of work in Africa, a whole lot of work. But I will say this right here. Was a commercial. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows the communities. It's gone too far. You can be so far. No one wants to help. Why? It could be hazardous to their health, to their reputation. So much anger. Why are you so young with so much anger? You haven't got that on your own to get a darn mortgage, a house, or a condo, bills up the butt, but you so angry. See, the poverty is how I see it, and I hope she is not released. The one that took this young girl's life, Naomi. I hope she is not released to her parents. No, she needs to be locked up. That's yet to be determined if she should be released or home with her. She shouldn't go home.
Our family and her friends, and also for the family of the young lady who took her life. The juvenile hearing still underway. The judge has instructed us that the name of the juvenile who's charged in this case cannot be said publicly. The judge right now making a decision on whether or not she's released to her parents or she stays in custody.
She should stay in custody. She should stay in custody. She should be tried as an adult. The seed of poverty D. They're very good at going on a murking spree, just take each other out for infinitesimal reasons, some darn sauce. She should be in since she's so tough, she'd be in population with the rest of the thugs. You think you tough, you're gonna find out what tough is behind those bars. This is where we are. With the adults, don't know how to agree and disagree. I have friends we disagree on some things, and that's fine. We don't go, well, listen here, Tamara, I'm mad at you, girl. You didn't put me on that stock or that business. I thought we were gonna have a partnership. I've had people who think because maybe I've got some good news and I've learned not to share it, they think, oh, you're doing pretty good on that. Well, guess what? They'll have other things and not include me to somebody else. And I know what it is, especially within this group. I said, oh, I see how that person is. I see a pattern here. Because sometimes we get a little jealous. It's like, oh, maybe things are going too good for you. Well, you're going to be okay. And it could be, hey, they're going to try to help somebody else. But it's like, wow, that right there could have been a plus for me in business, but they didn't. I just go on because I'm still going to be blessed. Because I know how to make a living no matter where I am. I know how to trade and make some money. Had a nice week. You can do YouTube wherever. You're not going to stop what I'm doing. I already have plans. And I see that, and we can all meet. I'll just note that, and guess what? Stay cool. I've had somebody, okay, I give somebody, this person, this, that, and the other. I'm like, well, I offered you this, stuff in boxes. You decline. I don't know what more you want. I'm not giving out, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we can agree to disagree. And I'm still pleasant. So, hey, maybe that person's in a mood, what have you, and just go on. But to have this much anger in young people internalize, if you don't think you have a problem now, you're going to find out. See, this right here, real quick, this right here, amongst each other, fighting with teachers. I hate to tell you, you don't understand the world is watching. When they see that, you wonder why they only want, I hate to say this, it's my opinion, why they only want so many of you, because get too many together, somebody could be on the job. You heard them say it started in the car and then it spilled out into, I guess, in front of the McDonald's. Well, you get too many of you and you start fighting on the job, somebody gets hurt, boop! Uh-oh. Somebody gets hurt, they can go ahead and file a claim, file a lawsuit. Well, that's not their fault. Well, it is because they hired you, the aggressor. Next thing you know, the company gets sued. It's stuff like that. The community is too slow to see until it happens. Why they only want so many of us? Because you might start boxing up. They know we don't like each other. Might start, what's in the back? Oh, somebody got that grease on, little Kiki. Oh, customers looking all around. They behind the counter fighting, boxing. She got burned. Put some grease on her. Oh. Next thing you know, police call. Uh-oh, customers got phones out. Bad for business. And you wonder why. It's things like that our people don't see. And I know the hood already knows everything. That's okay. Keep it up. You working on, with a hood mentality, the self-hatred, they're working on becoming extinct. Because you know everything. Anyway, let me know what you all think. I saw this story and I was just, you got to be kidding me. Over some darn sauce. Shanquilla sent me this. What a way to start the day. And think, we got a Memorial Day, we got the holiday coming up. Sad to say, how many bodies will be lost between now and Monday? Simply said on YouTube. Thanks for watching. This is sad. And I'm out.